Namaste. We're back on my channel and I would like to invite you to subscribe or just put on your notification bell so that every time I post a video you can have your notification bell on alert. Welcome to another episode regarding land. Now this time we're going to talk about where we are right now. Now it's all to do with the economic system as it was and as it is now. Now the economics as we knew it is slowly ceasing to exist. Economic growth simply means the use of natural resources, sadly, without replacing them back. So all we're doing is use these natural resources and not replace them. And because of that, these natural resources are getting depleted. Now we do not have these natural resources to feed the economy. No. So how do we sustain the economic growth? We can't. Now we are seeing the downturn of the capitalist system. The economic system, which is the money system, which simply means to use a lot of natural resources. Now these natural resources are very limited at this time and they continue to get depleted. Everyone is working hard to digest the natural resources in order to make the money grow. Globally, the natural resources are being depleted and the economic system cannot grow anymore. Our government cannot make the economic system grow anymore. Consumerism cannot continue anymore as we know it. All the forest is getting depleted, the mines are gone and closing, soil is dead, water is contaminated with chemicals everywhere. We do not have the resources to feed the economic system for it to grow. The economic system depends on the natural resources of the planet to make the money. We now need to think about growing more natural resources for obvious reasons so that we can continue enjoying this planet. When one uses more resources in the old economic system, you were considered to be more successful. You were considered to be a very successful person then. If you sell more, you produce more money. But now, the more you produce and sell, the less natural resources you will have left. If you sell more, you produce more money. But it's not like that anymore. The new system will only thrive if we do away with the old system, which is capitalism. That way of thinking has depleted the natural resources. Economic growth, or GPD, is no longer the indicator of economic growth of any country at all. Not anymore. Now the growth is simply growing our natural resources back. We cannot think of economic growth in terms of how much we produce and sell. If we keep thinking like that, humans will suffer, which they are today. Humans will work more and more and more like slaves doing these 9-to-5 jobs. They will continue to work hard, become unhappy and die because we do not know whom we are working for in the first place. Whom are we working for anyway? An economic system, if you look at when the corona started, the economic system is slowly coming down. Sadly, this process will cause suffering for so many people. As the economic system crashes down, a lot of people will suffer. Most of the people in the world rely on this economic system. meaning people do not rely on themselves. They are not self-reliant. People are not self-reliant. So when the economic system has a problem, we have a problem as humans. We have a problem as humans too. So now the economic system is not manageable anymore. No one is managing to manage it anymore like before. The solution is to change our thinking. We need to change our thinking. For every problem, there's a solution. And a solution should not be the same. So we should change the way we think. We need to stop thinking about relying on this economic system that is collapsing. We should instead come back and think about relying on ourselves more. Instead of saving money or making money for security, we need to use our money that we have now in these jobs, change it into natural resources as much as we can. Now is not the time to invest in a normal business. Whenever we invest money in a normal business, it's hard to survive because there's a lot of competition. And secondly, there's not enough natural resources to feed that business anymore. So we need to change our thinking if we are to make a better world from now on. We need to change the way we invest. Before we used to invest money to make more money. Now we need to invest money to grow more natural resources. If we have money, if you have money, hurry to have a piece of land, buy it before you cannot afford it. When we have a piece of land, we need to develop our soil to make the soil fertile again and grow more natural resources. Have more trees, more fruit trees, more food and wood, more wood. Whenever we have the real forest in our land, we have everything that we need in our life. So now the expectation that economics will be back again can be wrong. Looking at the way life is going now, from my perspective, I think it's not going to be back to what it was before. I don't think we're going to go back to what life was in terms of what kept this planet going using the economic system. The economic system will never be back again, my perspective. The economy is going to steadily continue to go down and collapse eventually. So to prepare ourselves, we need to change our mind completely. If we prepare now, it's going to be good for us. Let's change our money into land. Buy a piece of land and start to make the soil better and better. Then grow natural resources more and more. This is easy and stable. There is nothing more secure than that. There's nothing to feed the economics anymore. And economics is not going to get any better. We have to face a lot of changes as everything is so imbalanced currently. We ruined everything completely, and this has an impact on nature and our life. With COVID-19, we can see the impact already economically. It's made a big impact for millions of people all over the world. Is this all? Is it just going to be COVID-19? What if? Probably not. The old system cannot sort out these problems anymore. The old economic system cannot sort out any problems at this level. It's collapsing and it's continuing to collapse. It's probably collapsed already. It's collapsed rather. This is why we need to think about a new system, a new way of thinking. We can't think the same like we used to think before. We cannot rely on the economics anymore. It's an old system that has collapsed. it's never gonna be the same again. We cannot rely on it. We need to go back and think about ourselves now, reliant on ourselves. In order to rely on ourselves, we need to have good soil, good water, good trees, and have a lot of biodiversity of plants, and have good houses, and that will produce good families. This is more secure than the collapsing economic system before it's too late. I think we need to start to think and do it as fast as we can. Now is the best time to change our thinking. Now is the best time to change our investment. Stop making investment that used to make a lot of money and making profit, but change your investment to produce more natural resources. Produce more good soil, produce more clean water, produce more diversity of plants, and healthy animals. This will make us enjoy this earth once again happily and for a long time. The most important thing is everybody can do this. But to be rich, not many can be rich in the old economic system. Some of the people can be rich, but most of the people will be poor. So to be rich is hard for most, but to be self-reliant is easier. It's easier to be self-reliant. To be rich is very hard, and that is what the economic system was for. And not many people can be rich. Why do we choose the hardest way as humans? Why do we want to stick to the old economic system where only the rich enjoyed staying on a planet? Why do you want the hardest way? I think now is the best time to choose the easiest way. But I didn't say you stop using money or stop going for work. We can continue, but the difference is we use money as a tool to make things easy. We don't want to use money as security. We will not save money for security, but we can save natural resources for security because it's more secure in this way. We can see a lot of people work harder and harder everywhere. No time to rest, no time to be with their family, and no time to be with themselves. We work hard, but not enough food to eat. Instead, there's still too much suffering. No matter how hard we work, suffering still continued. We have so much tension as we work hard, stress, depression everywhere. Why do we have to design our life to be like this? It's not fun at all. I don't think it's fun. It was never fun for me. So we need to change our use for money and use money as a tool. Money is like a knife. It's used as a tool to help us transition to less work, have more natural resources to enjoy more and more and more. We will have more time to rest and be with our family. We'll have good health, a good life because we have time to make good food to eat and enjoy. We will have enough time to play with the family. We do not refuse to use money, but we use it as a tool instead of it as security because money is not security. And that's the difference. So invest in natural resources and use money as a tool. Thank you. Namaste.